Hello, and thank you for tuning in to this episode of Animals and Ames. My name is Ron Edwards. I'm the Animal Control Supervisor here for the Ames Animal Shelter and Animal Control Program. Our first guest with us here today is the lovely senior Nola. Nola came into us as a stray, and she's just enjoying this chin rubs and just being a gentle kitty here that she is. We did get her to the vet because we noticed that she just appeared to be, she was a senior kitty, and we wanted to make sure that she was going to thrive in this environment if the owners did not come to find her. Nobody came forward, so unfortunately someone let this kitty live, a long lifetime in their house, and for whatever reason just left her here at the shelter. So it's a really sad situation here for Nola, but we want to find a place where Nola can live out the rest of her life. So when we took her to our friends at Somerset Vet Hospital, we found out doing blood work that she is hyperthyroid. So she is currently on medication for that. She takes one very, very small pill that we mix with her wet food every day. And she'll need to have her blood work checked to make sure that we're getting those levels to where they should be for her thyroid condition. Once we figure out what that dose will be, of course, with our vets, then she will be probably on that medication maybe for the rest of her life. But she'll only need to have blood work every 6 to 12 months to make sure that she's still at the right level there. So she's definitely on the thin side here. So we've been giving her some extra calories to help her feel comfortable while she's here with us. But she is just a beautiful cat here. You just see that coloring and the marking with her. Just as sweet as can be. And again, she's lived a long lifetime, so it's really disappointing and sad to know that someone either just let her out and didn't care what happened to her, or for whatever reason didn't come in for her. So we want to make sure that the new family for Nola is going to be a committed family that will keep her into her golden years and give her all the care that she needs, and especially make sure that they have a good relationship with the vet hospital so we can monitor those levels. Monitor those levels and make sure that she is getting what she needs to thrive. Again, those golden years are very important, just as they are for people, they are for animals, and making sure that she gets all the medication and love and attention that she needs is going to be really important. Yeah. So if you're interested here in Nola, come on down to the Ames Animal Shelter. We'd love to introduce you to her. And you want to talk to him? And see if she might be a good match for you and your family. And our next guest today is Babe. Babe is about 2 years old. Babe is one of our very special kitties that are transferred here from the Greenbelt Humane Society, which is an all-cat facility, also a no-kill shelter, just as we are here at the Ames Animal Shelter. Babe is about 2 years old. He is a neutered male. And at the Greenbelt Humane Society, they have a large room where there's over 25 to 30, even sometimes 40 plus cats that live in a community room, and Babe was one of those cats. So even if cats weren't being the nicest to him, he always seemed to take everything pretty well in stride, and so we think he would do well in a home with another cat that is also friendly to kitties, but he would also be a cat that would be perfectly fine by himself. So beautiful tabby markings here, and got that white mixed in there that just really shows off those stripes there on this beautiful kitty. So again, he's from the Greenbelt Humane Society. His name is Babe, and we have him at about 2 years old. So if you think he might be a good match for you, your home and your family, and possibly another kitty in the home, come on down and meet him. He's in Kitty City, which is our community cat room, and he's in there with just one other cat right now. So all the other cats have been adopted within this last week, so happy to report that. But Babe is available for adoption and waiting for that forever home. And our next guest today is Charlotte. Charlotte's about 3 years old. She's definitely a shy kitty. We found and heard from the previous owner who was moving and could no longer keep Charlotte. She was actually surrendered with another kitty who really did not do well here in the shelter and stopped eating and just did not do well. So we called her back, and she was able to come back and get that one. But Charlotte is available for adoption. We understand from that owner that she does like to snuggle and hide under the blankets. So she's, again, kind of a shy kitty. If you come down to the shelter, you'll typically find her behind her bed or underneath the little carpet that's in the kennel there. So, but just a sweet, sweet, sweet kitty that's just really kind of scared in this environment. So I'm going to keep this short here for Charlotte. She's about 3 years old. She's a spayed female, and she has all of her claws. All of the cats that you saw on today's show have all their claws, and of course we want to make sure that they stay that way. So if you're interested in a nice quiet kitty, maybe a senior citizen that's looking for a kitty, this might be a really good option for you. Just a nice gentle cat that just wants to lay around and relax and be a cat. So if you're interested in Charlotte, come on down here to the shelter. And our final guest for today is a beautiful bunny here named Alice. She is a female Rex rabbit. So one thing, if you know anything about bunnies, bunny fur is just the most soft fur you have ever touched. A Rex rabbit is even softer than that. They have just the most, I could just sit here and pet her all day, which she'd probably be happy with. But Rex rabbits just have the most incredible soft fur, just beautiful bunnies. But you know, as we talk about every time we have bunnies on our show, we want to talk about the importance of making sure that they have everything that they need to survive and thrive in an environment, in a home. Of course, we're looking for all of our rabbits to live in a home environment. We do not want them to live in a hutch outside. Playtime outside, if it's supervised with the people, that's perfectly fine. But a rabbit living outdoors is extremely dangerous. Of course, with the temperature variations that we have here in Iowa, it's either really, really hot or really, really cold or somewhere in the middle, and there's predators out there. So there's so many reasons why bunnies need to stay indoors with the people. They can make amazing pets, but a bunny is not a pet for everyone. So it's really important that people that are interested in adopting bunnies do their research. They read all about them. They understand their special needs, their dietary needs. Typically on the show, I'll show you one with the green leafy vegetables, with the cilantro and the parsley and all those different types of vegetables that are so important to their diet. But what's even more important is this type of hay. This is Timothy hay. It is a very, very important part of their diet. Every single day they need to basically have unlimited amounts of hay. This box that you see here also serves as a litter box, so bunnies can be litter trained. What they'll do is they'll kind of eat over here on this side, and as they're eating, then they'll have their little droppings on that side. So that's kind of strange to us, but it's very common for them. And again, just making sure that they have lots of this type of hay. Again, Timothy hay is what they need. There's other types of hay out there, but Timothy hay has definitely, if you look at all the experts that have spoken on this, Timothy hay is definitely what they need and should have. It's pretty easy to get. You want to make sure you're getting fresh Timothy hay. What I always tell people, if you're interested in adopting a bunny, you don't want to adopt it just because it's soft. You want to make sure that you're able to make a lifetime commitment for these little fellas. And she deserves to have someone that is absolutely committed to her, providing her with the appropriate size environment inside the house, making sure that you're bunny proofing your house. There's lots and lots of information. I can go on and on forever about these bunnies, but the best thing to do if you're interested in adopting a rabbit is to go to rabbit.org. That is a website from the House Rabbit Society. There's lots of different chapters throughout the United States, but they're truly the experts when it comes to rabbits and indoor, having these guys as indoor pets. So if you have questions, is a rabbit good for my child? Is it good if I have a dog or if I have a cat? All of that information can be found on rabbit.org. So make sure you check that out before you consider adopting one of these very special, unique, exotic creatures. Again, they do require that special care. So we want to make sure that whenever they leave our shelter here, they're getting the absolute best care possible. So if you're interested in Alice, check out that website and come on down here to the shelter. We'd love to introduce you to her and answer any other questions that you may have. I'm very happy to report that Max, the other bunny that was here, the lion head that you saw in the previous show, has been adopted to a wonderful home that's going to give him all the best and everything. He's a real rabbit savvy person, so really happy to see Max go to that home. But we also have another bunny that's available here in addition to Alice. Check out our website at amesanimalshelter.org, and you can see all the animals available for adoption under the bunny pictures. If you click on the rabbit or others available for adoption, you'll be able to see both the bunnies that are available for adoption, and one of them here is Alice. Come on down. Well, that's our show for today. I want to thank everybody for watching and all the support that you give here to the Ames Animal Shelter and all the critters that we care for here. We couldn't do the work that we do without you, and so I really want to thank everybody for that. Some exciting news today. We're getting 4 dogs from the Joplin Humane Society in Missouri. They're really full, and you'll see here in this picture that just some beautiful dogs, and they're so full at that shelter that they called us asking if we can help them with any dogs. So we really appreciate them making the effort to save lives and our ability to help them save lives at this point. We've had all of our dogs adopted again, which is a pretty common thing here, and we just don't get as many dogs as we do cats. So we're very fortunate to be able to open up 4 of our kennels for these highly adoptable animals and hopefully adopt them out to people here in the Ames community and find good companions to be part of their family. So proud to be able to do that and save more lives. That's what we're here for. That's what all of the staff here are passionate about, is how many lives can we save, and what can we do for each animal that comes in here to make sure that it has a safe outcome and that we can put it into a situation where it's going to be better off than when it was running loose on the street or caught in a trap. Whatever we can do to help these animals, that's what we're here for. So I want to thank everybody for your support and allowing us to do that here in the Ames community.